Did you know that we would not have peanut butter or peanut butter cookies if it were not for George Washington Carver? If you don't know who that is or can't remember, let me refresh your memory. Born in 1864 and rising to prominence in the early 1920s, George Washington Carver was a Black agricultural scientist and inventor who championed the use of alternative crops and methods to prevent soil depletion. But of course, that's not all.
Carver's rise to prominence in the 1920s was due to his appearance before the House of Representatives, where he advocated for the peanut industry, thus earning him the nickname the Peanut Man. This reputation as the Peanut Man grew because of his dedication to creating hundreds of peanut products, one of them being the earliest form of the peanut butter cookie. Carver's recipe appeared in his book named How to Grow the Peanut and 105 Ways of Preparing It for Human Consumption. His cookbook contained 3 recipes for the robustly flavored treats. Carver's first recipe was under number 17, titled Peanut Cookies No. 1. The recipe is very similar to ones that are used today, using 1 1/2 cups ground peanuts, flour, eggs, milk, butter, and baking powder. However, peanut butter was not listed as an ingredient for cookies until the 1920s, and the crisscross pattern we associate with the process of flattening the cookies was not mentioned until 1932 in the Schenectady Gazette. Well, there you have it, folks. A bit of history associated with the peanut butter cookie. Thank you, George Washington Carver. Now let's jump into my recipe for these richly satisfying treats.
So here we go. We have my version of the chocolate chip cookie.
Rewind.
Okay, here we go. So this is going to be my version of George Washington Carver's peanut butter cookie. So here we go. So my version of this is going to be 1 1/3 cup flour, a quarter cup of vegetable shortening, a quarter cup butter. We have 1/2 cup sugar, 3/4 cup peanut butter, 1/2 cup packed brown sugar, 3/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 of a teaspoon baking powder, and 1 egg. And then we have this 1/4 teaspoon to represent the salt that I put in, 1/4 into the actual dough, and 1/4 after the dough has come together. So just a tip, I did melt down my butter a little bit more than normal. It just needs to be soft enough to mix it in by hand, because I do like mixing in things by hand. All right, here we go. So we have our butter, and I'm going to mix to that our shortening. And we're basically going to cream the sugars together with the butter. Oh my gosh. There we go. With the butter by hand. There's the regular sugar. Mix that in a little bit. We're gonna mix in. Oh, come on. Oop, there it goes. Brown sugar. Into the trash it goes. Yummy, yummy. And I'm going to mix in my peanut butter. And then to this is when I'm going to add my salt. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Come on, Wayne. There we go. All right. Kind of mix that in a little bit. Second, 1/3 cup of flour, and to this one is what I'm going to add. Oh, what am I going to add? I'm going to add my baking powder and my baking soda. I just kind of mixed them in, and I kind of mix it in with my flour on top. All right, so now we know I just need 1 more scoop in the 1/3 cup of flour. All right, 1 more scoop, which is going to be a cup and 1/3 of flour. And I'm gonna just sprinkle on top my other 1/4 teaspoon. If it's gonna come out of here. There we go. I just don't want to dump it all because that would be great. Let's not have an accident. Oh, Lord, I just literally said that. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Yay. Okay, we'll put the rest back into the salt shaker. This is what your dough is going to look like. Something like that. Ready to go. And I'm gonna show you the next steps. Oh, great. I moved it out of the way. There you go. Okay, so now I'm back. I have a prepared baking sheet. Oh, there's the oven. It's ready to go, so perfect. Now that I'm back, I have a prepared baking sheet and I have my dough off to the side, and I'm gonna show you about how big I make these guys because they do grow in the oven. As we know, the peanut butter cookies have the crosshatch pattern. So what I do is I do a cold cup of water, and then I use a fork to do that pattern. And here's my cup of water that I'm using. Not that much, you don't need to put that much. And be better than me. I forgot how oily these were, and I just grabbed the cup, and then my fingerprints are all over the outside of the cup, and then I washed my hands. So be better than me. So we're just gonna go. They're all good. Now into the oven they will go for 10 minutes. These are ready to take out. 10 minutes exactly. All right, and here these beauties are. And there you go. Peanut butter cookies. In the 1920s. Baby looks so cute. Look at her, she looks so cute. Okay, let's try it. Oh, the mic is right here. Oh my gosh.